What has been your thoughts so far? What have you been thinking? What has been running through your mind? Good morning, welcome to the show. This is Family and Values on Galaxy Television, where we are reaching out for the stars. If this is the first time you are seeing me on your screen, yes, my name is Princess Joy Ayo Abu. Family and Values is the show where we talk about everything that has to do with our family, your family, relationship, training children, educating you on those topics, those intriguing topics that have to do with family as a whole, the society, your relationship, individuality, everything, culture, tradition. We talk about it here on the show. And of course, we are streaming across all our social media platforms. Download the Galaxy mobile app so that you can watch us on the go. Turn on your Facebook notifications so you know when Family and Values is on your screen. Happy holidays to all our Muslim friends over there. Yes, we've had a couple of them here as our guests, but we would, we are reaching out to them on this holiday to wish them happy Eid al-Maulud. Yes, and we are praying that Allah answer all your prayers. On my way to work this morning, I stopped by the Muslim community around me and I was asking them, okay, what are we eating for this celebration? Because I know there's always something to eat. And then I was told, okay, this is general. Some people will celebrate theirs on the 5th, 20-something. They said they were explaining it to me that they celebrate insects. But whatever you're celebrating today, whichever of them you're celebrating today, the class, well, we are wishing you a happy holiday, happy celebration. Allah will answer all our prayers. Enjoy the holiday and stay peaceful. The Islamic community is known for sharing in times like this. They would give and give and give. That is one thing I have come to know about them, and we appreciate you, our brothers, and we are sending our love from Family and Values all the way to you. We are wishing you a wonderful holiday celebration. On my way to work, the vehicle I entered, the driver was saying, the road is dry, what's happening? I said, okay, you're the set that don't listen to news. Federal government had declared today public holiday because yesterday was actually the main holiday, but of course being a Sunday, they had to extend it today. So that's why the roads are dry. But trust me, tomorrow the roads are going to be very, very busy like never before. Welcome to the show. Yes, I have now my better half, Mama Jenzi. She's also this is the good thing about her. She practices a dual faith. Let me put it that way, because seriously? Yes, because her dad is a Muslim, her mom is a Christian, but she is a Christian, and she has a lot of uncles. I've been there, I've seen them. They are always together. The last layer I ate the ram. I would say family is above all. That's what we are passing to you this morning. It doesn't matter the faith, as long as it's family, there is unity, there is connection. And today she came representing that side to identify with you people, to tell you that I still love you, I still belong to you. We gathered there. Let's welcome Olori. Good morning to you.
A beautiful morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Joy, I need joy. Joy. But I would rather want to call her Princess Joy, because we talked about self-esteem all day, and it starts from you. So, Princess Joy, thank you for being here this morning. And to all our viewers out there, beautiful morning to you. I want you to do one thing. Enjoy the day and don't let tomorrow, eat into your today. Tomorrow is going to be tomorrow. That's it. Tomorrow is going to be tomorrow. Today will be today. So there is no way you can outrun what is going to happen today. Yes. Tomorrow will be tomorrow, but today, enjoy the best of it because it's an holiday. So, happy Eid al-Maulud to all our brothers and sisters in Islam. To my family, the Aigolos, the Bellos, the Yusufs, I want to wish you the very best. And those ones like the Kelani. So, happy Eid al-Maulud. And to all my friends who are Muslim, our fans, our viewers at home, everybody in Galaxy Television, we wish you happy Eid al-Maulud from Family and Values, and we pray that you are celebrating this one, you celebrate another one. Allah will continue to be there for you. And all that you ever ask and pray for, the Almighty God to deliver into your homes and to your family. So like Joy was saying, it's all about families. Family is everything. And that's why we're here on Family and Values, because it starts from you. Yeah. I'm dressing like this because today is Eid al-Maulud. So take me, I'm with you. I'm jollificating with you. I'm celebrating with you. And that doesn't mean I still hold my faith in the Almighty God. To me, I believe God is God. And God will never remain any other person, but it will be God. And to that grace, I am here this morning. My name is Remain Olori Adejoke, and believe it, my friends call me Olori Alajuke Olori Deje. So how was your weekend?
Well, my weekend has been a bit restful. I spent part of it resting. Yeah, I went for vigil, and so you know when you go for vigils Fridays, your Saturday becomes your work sleeping. You're just every little thing, you're just feeling that sleep, and if you don't sleep at least 5 hours that Saturday, it enters into your Sunday. So you must have.
So at what time exactly do you take that sleep? Because you are the type that don't take 8 hours sleep.
Do you know that on Saturday I slept as at 6 p.m. I'd gone to bed. As at 6 p.m. I'd gone to bed. Now I saw your status, and I know that okay, you went to the island without me. We are coming to that. We are coming to that.
You know, when you are called, it's just like someone like you send me an invite, and this is coming from my own daughter. So I have to, of course,
I saw you people there. Yes.
It's so interesting to be there. It's a beautiful Achievers Award.
Yes. I think this popular content creator was there. What's his name? This lawyer.
Yes.
I saw it also on his this thing. Yes.
You know, it's a different one. When we talk about awards, you know, people picking those who are doing. They are not doing it because they want to get something. They are being picked because they notice what they are doing. And that's what they have made to rub against our award these days. Some will want you to pay, some want you to sponsor, some it should come voluntarily. So it goes a long way.
It goes a long way.
And a big shout out to Praise for Wowe.
Yes.
Praise for Wowe. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
16th of September.
I actually saw that. Yes.
You know, to have another year. So we wish you all the very best. It's one of the parenting life.
Even listen to him,
meaningful information, knowledge, deep wealth of knowledge is deposited into that guy. And he's now outside the country, but he's still juggling. We love Nigeria. We wish you all the very best as you have another year. Yes,
and to my beautiful friend that gave us a baby boy, Arike. Omaomi Arike, you know, when you know the first pregnancy was like I literally was the one carrying it. She said it is your child. So I told you a plantain early morning, but this one I dodge. When I said that she was pregnant, I dodged. I said no, this one you're not. But then our baby boy arrived yesterday. So yes, next week Sunday I have naming to attend. Our baby boy is here. Okay, yes, to everyone celebrating birthdays today, anniversary, we are wishing you happy birthday celebration. Enjoy your holiday, enjoy your celebration, and stay out of trouble. Be kind, be nice to one another. Alright, it's Monday morning, and let's start our business for the day. Let's go on our mini feature, and when we return, we will have our guests dive into today's conversation, because it is one conversation we must talk about. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. An emotional labor. You know, last week we had very controversial topics that you would not want to even talk about. We discussed it, you know, we had to look at different angles, and then this week we said, okay, let's start it with power struggle and emotional labor, because that is what a lot of relationships have based it on. One person wants to be loved, the other person wants to use emotions to blackmail each other, and so there is the back and front in the relationship, and nobody is actually pointing to where the problem is actually coming from. And this morning we decided to start our week with having that conversation. Now, this can happen even outside marriage, outside, even in as friends, as siblings. There's always that power struggle and emotional labor. One person falling the victim and the other person forming the Lord. All right, to join us in this conversation this morning, we have our very own. If he's not here, he's always online with us. I told him that if we are not seeing him here on the couch, he's online, always sending in comments and always, reply. He follows every episode, Monday to Friday, and I'm not kidding you, Monday to Friday. Like, he creates that time to watch the show. That's how dear he is to us, and so we are not taking it for granted. Let's welcome Reverend Michael, and good morning. If this is the first time of you seeing our guest, he is a marriage counselor, life coach, and a human person, resource person. Yeah, so good to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Looking welcome. How is the family doing?
Bless God. God is faithful.
All right. So today's topic: understanding power struggle and emotional labor. Yeah. I'm sure a lot came into your mind when I said you all this thing.
Was just flowing through my mind. Yes.
All right, but let's start on this note. How do we balance? How do power imbalance, struggles come to play in relationship?
Okay, thank you so much, Princess Joy, and also Olori. Ali, I thank God they call you what you put for her.
Mama Gen Z.
Gen Z, yes. and that's where I see you.
So yeah.
Mama Gen Z, honestly, you know grip or are you touching?
No, you know green.
And that is good. You're looking so beautiful.
You know green.
Okay, so power struggle.
Yeah, how does it manifest in relationship?
This is a very, 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 very powerful topic and subject that we are treating today, because it affects a lot of areas in life, especially relationship, whether marital, workspace, wherever we find people, there is this power struggle. It is a very, very important subject, and it manifests in diverse ways. Diverse ways you see the manifestation. But before we go there, let's just have an idea of what this power struggle is all about. It's used to refer to the tension that builds between partners or spouse, and it goes a long way to help one see that there is a need to adjust and there is a need to learn. It tends to control, it tends to manipulate, it tends to do things in such a way that one person is feeling being left out, the other person is feeling being empowered. It has to do with somebody saying, look, I'm entitled to boss over you, I'm entitled to lord over you, maybe by virtue of seniority or virtue of maybe title or position. When we come to the workspace, of course, we have our bosses, we have our subordinates. Yeah, sometimes amongst the co-workers, this power struggle tends to show its face there. I want to tell you that I am the one who is the owner of this territory. So whatever I say goes. You don't have a say in whatever happens here. It makes the environment looks very unhealthy. It makes our relationship looks very, very unhealthy. So how do you begin to how does it begin to manifest? One, you see someone who wants to lord over you, to prove that he's superior or she's superior over you, because it happens both ways, either from the male or from the female. It happens both ways, and sometimes it's so subtle you might not know that you are actually in this this power tussle thing. You want to show that, look, in decision making, I'm the one that is in charge. Yes, I think the male are co-print here. You find that at this relationship, I'm the head. You don't need to announce it if you are. So announcing it just shows that you are not secured. So already people know that, yes, you should take charge as the male. So when you begin to say it, there is a problem. There is a problem. And also you can see it manifest in when one lacks accountability. You are at fault, you refuse to accept responsibility for that fault. You know, sometimes they say that attack is the best form of defense. You've done something wrong, you don't want to accept that you're wrong. You begin to attack the person that you wronged, so that the person begin to feel bad that he even brought it up. You know, it's this manipulation. So it manifests in that way as well. Also, trying to control people. You know, when people seek to control, they want to intimidate you, they want to dominate you, they want to make sure that, look, you are made to be to feel nothing, that you are nothing compared to who they are. It seeks to control. So these are some ways it manifests itself. So when you begin to see that people are always insisting that I am the one that will make decisions in these things, you don't have a say in this one, and most marriages, well, I'm sorry to say, when we go to the East, you know, we find that the woman doesn't have a say in the decision making. It's whatever the man says, even if it's wrong, that is what obtains. She doesn't have. So tradition, in a way, doesn't actually make that, doesn't help situation when it comes to that. Trying to take charge. I want to be the one to make decision. I am the one who is in control of this affairs. So sometimes tradition doesn't help when it comes to that. But you know, to have a healthy marriage-related relationship, we need to bring this balance to power. Yes, to play. Power should be shared. It is not one person feeling I am not involved in whatever you're doing. I'm not involved in what you're saying. And this thing happens over time. It's not something else happen at once. It takes time to happen. So if one doesn't begin to create boundaries, you find yourself in a place where you didn't even plan to see yourself. Because once upon a time, here's this guy, here's this lady, well, you know, everything is going on. But it gets to a place where you begin to feel, when it comes to decision, he's the only one saying, when it comes to decision, she's the only one. Why am I being left out? And sometimes some factors contribute to this. Maybe financial, or maybe it has to do with you had a position more than the person, you were higher up there than the person educational qualification took. And also just imagine somebody who is a professor getting married to somebody who is a BSc, because you know that can also bring this part also to play as well.
I actually wanted to ask, what are the signs? But I think you mentioned some.
Yes, mention some of them.
So I would now like to ask, when you see these signs, what do you do?
Wow.
Where do you turn to? You know, I see complex. Yeah, complex sometimes lead to this struggle.
Struggles, yes.
Like the last part you mentioned, you're married to a PhD holder and you're a school cert holder. And each time,
it's love.
You know, maybe you even married, you know, and the wife started building herself. You know, but because you are the man, you're hustling, you're here and there, you just forget to, like, let me put it aside. I'm making my money. You know, you are even the one sponsoring. But who do you turn to? Because the kind of set of friends or relationship you have out of your home might even, you know, help to raise that struggle, that tussle. I say that's tussle, like a war.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, that I sent you to that school. Now, because you are now a PhD holder, you are now trying to show me that. So where do you think this particular partner should turn to when he or she realizes that I've started seeing the signs? Some may decide to withdraw because it takes away your self-esteem from you.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You know, it brings you back like, because you don't have anything against your partner, but he is showing you those signs. Where do you think this person should go? What should be the next step for this partner who has seen the sign to save the situation, because it needs to be saved?
Yes, yes.
What should?
Yes, okay, thank you so much, Olori, for that question, for that angle that you're bringing in. What the person do? Well, the first thing is to get to understand where this other person is going to, because, you know, like they say, there is no smoke without fire. So something must have preempt the person saying something. So sometimes, you know, we are good at pointing fingers at people, and sometimes most of the problem just needs us to adjust so that some things can stop. So I think that's the first place to go. try to depending to observe. Did I say anything or behave in such a way to make this person say or feel that I'm trying to be who I am? No.
Okay, so instead of withdrawing,
Yes.
you are not just withdrawing, you are going back to your inner self to realize and check back your books or your a flashback to what happened that prompted that
exactly.
that you wanted to,
exactly.
So
once go back and that will not help, because if you go back and don't think forward, what do I do? Because the most important thing is the next step. It's not withdrawing, because withdrawing will not solve any problem. Instead, it makes you keep sinking deeper and deeper and can lead to depression, and that is not good for anybody. So it's to first of all get to that place where, okay, let me withdraw. Find out, is the fault from me? Did I do anything? Is there a behavior? Is there an attitude that I put out that I didn't know it was unintentional, that he has read meaning to and he's saying this? How can I correct it? Now, if all that is done and you find out that, look, it's not your fault, maybe it's something is hard, or maybe he just failed to just say it, then there is a need to call the person and then let the person know, express yourself. It is better you do that first. Let the person know that, look, this thing you said, it's not what, yes, it is. Then at least if you do that, that will now give you an idea to know where the person is coming from. The response will make you know, okay, this thing, this person has, it's an inward thing, it's a thought, or maybe it's part of the person. So you need to look for help, seek help. They are counselors. Seek counseling. That is the first place. After you have done your self-searching, you've also engaged the person. The next thing is to see, okay, can we actually go for counseling?
Okay.
All right, let's go on our word of marvel. When we return, we are still having our conversation on understanding past struggles and emotional labor. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Trend of part 2, which is always more intriguing, more interesting, because the inner conversations will start coming out from one, will be entering to another. We are still discussing understanding past struggle and emotional labor, and our guest is still very much in the studio with us. Now, I would love to ask this question. We've talked about past struggle. Now, let's talk about the emotional aspect of it. Now, firstly, what is emotional labor, and how can we identify it in a relationship?
Wow, beautiful question. Emotional labor refers to, refers to the work that, invisible, but intangible work that is unpaid for. You understand? When it has to do with managing emotions, managing conflicts, and relationship dynamics, that is what emotional labor is. So how do you begin to identify all the signs to make you see that, know that, look, this is emotional labor? One, you begin to experience this burnout. You begin to feel resentment towards the other person, because somehow you've spent so much time trying to manage your emotions. Maybe you don't want to respond to someone else's anger issues and all that, so restraining yourself to talk, and some people don't even understand that you are trying to restrain yourself from also bursting out into annoyance or anger or violence. They keep on rubbing it into your face, making you get to that level where you now
just burst out.
You burst out and be like them. So also another sign for you to get to know that, look, this is an emotional work, is when you begin to feel that respect, we talk about respect, is not given to you or to the person. Disrespect also comes in there when the other party is trying to talk down on you, just like the example we gave, Professor and the SS certificate holder. We're trying to manage all this workload of somebody's tantrum, somebody is saying things that you didn't do all because the person wants to feel that, look, I am superior, but you're trying to manage the person so that you do not cause an explosion, a volcano, because when you have two people that are not intelligent emotionally, there will be problem. So what you do is that you're emotionally intelligent and you're trying to manage the situation so that it doesn't get out of hand. So I think those are just a few signs that you get to know this person is experiencing burnout, this person is feeling exhausted, this one is feeling resentful. You know, resentment doesn't happen one day. It's something that builds. It takes a while. And sometimes you might not even know I'm feeling resentful towards this, but maybe it's not one day you've said something. You will now imagine, how did this come out? Okay, over time you've been enduring, you've been taking a lot, and it's now getting to that place of resentment where you just say things. What the person even said is not something that will make you say what you said, but because you have accumulated. What did I say that?
That got you, that warrants you.
The person has become resentful.
Okay, now, so what role is it that it plays, the privileges and the power that comes with power struggle and emotional labor? What role does it play when you talk about privileges you're to attain? Because you cannot, the typical, let me use myself as an example. Just like the Bible says, when you don't sow,
you don't reap.
Yeah.
And if you don't see me as very important or relevant to your life, then you don't come to me or expect anything from me.
True.
That's me. If you are not treating me the way I'm treating you, Oga,
back one side.
You know, just like the word of Marco, where there is no communication, no relationship, no respect, no love, no trust. Oga, they will take away from
Japa. Keep moving.
You understand?
Just continue going.
If a partner is not giving all the love that the other one, because I would say, because he's
my love can carry
it should be 100%. Let us wait there. It's not like 50-50. Now they say it's 100%.
100%.
Because everybody they want to keep a straight
hedge.
Yes.
Okay. Oga, do your own. Madam, do your own. Let's put it together. It becomes 200. And it's more.
Almost, yeah.
It means it's more. Now, if it is now one-sided,
That's the problem.
what privilege do we expect from a wife who talks down on the husband, or the husband does not even have any single respect in the presence of the children,
even friends,
or a husband who talks down on the wife or doesn't trust the wife, or even find it difficult to show publicly how much I love my wife? So how does the privilege come in now when we talk about this power struggle and emotional labor?
Okay, everything in life has advantage and disadvantages. So the privilege there doesn't really help when we talk about power struggle, because it creates a sense of entitlement. And you begin to feel that I'm entitled as the head of the family, or the breadwinner. Sometimes maybe the woman that has the bulk of the funds coming in, and she might want to take that entitlement mentality that, okay, after all I pay the bills, after all I do this and I do that. Privilege doesn't really help when it comes to power struggle, because it just makes it worse. You just take advantage of the other person. Where privilege actually helps, it's in the second one, which is emotional labor. Because in emotional labor, you find out that it gives you more time. Privilege that it gives you more time to actually rethink things, so that you can unburden yourself. You know, what has made you to go into that place of fatigue, that place of burnout, because of the privilege you now have. You have a little bit of time on your hands to really work out things, so that you don't feel overburdened with a lot of things. So for the power struggle, privilege doesn't help at all. it only helps when we talk about emotional labor, because there you're given enough time to really create your own boundaries, given enough time to know how to sort out things. So when we talk about the second, that's oppression. Is it oppression?
No, that the privileges that comes.
Privileges and there's privileges
And oppression.
and oppression. Okay, yes. So for oppression now, it also does not help power. It's also there. It doesn't at all, because the other person that feels that I don't have enough voice in this relationship feels suppressed.
Yes, no.
You know, begins to feel voices, and like we said, the person now shrinks to the shell. So the person feels suppressed. He doesn't have a say. She's suffering, he's suffering, don't say a word. And that has killed so many people in the marriages, where the man is constantly abusing the lady, or maybe the lady abusing the man, but because they feel that oppressed, they are shrinked into that shell. They feel they can't talk to anyone. They feel bullied. You know, all those symptoms that come with bullying, it just begin to manifest in that person. So it doesn't really help when it comes to power struggle. Now, on the other hand, when we talk about emotional labor, now, when we look at oppression, no, we have two people in this relationship. The other person can be on that side of, okay, I'm superior. And this other person can be on the side of, I'm inferior. You know, the person doesn't even need to say it. It is the way the other party is responding to him or her that puts, if the person is not an outspoken person, it just takes that place of being suppressed. And there are a lot of factors that contribute to this. Most times upbringing, most time what you are exposed to, that tells you, maybe tradition tells you can't talk back when you are being spoken to. Once you're married, you can't come back home. You know, we just feel this is the last bus stop, because this is what they told me, that once I'm married, I shouldn't think of
going back.
So whatever I see there,
you just
I should
remain
just remain. It's not true. That shouldn't be, because a lot of people they've lost their lives. A lot of people have lost their identity. A lot of people have lost so much, and they don't even know themselves again, because of that notion of you must stay there. Whatever you're facing, remain there. Don't ever think of calling or being. It's worse when you don't even have anyone to go to, no family person to talk to, because tradition have constricted you in such a way that it's only your husband, it's only your wife, it's two of you that will be there. But we are in a new generation. New generation, that won't survive.
Okay, now how do self-care comes to play? Because in all this, I'm just looking at someone. We've had cases. I know of a couple that the man, in fact, the man is so caring, but when this man wants to beat the woman, it's in front of friends. If he wants to talk down on the wife, probably they are eating in an eatery, open place. He doesn't know. I like, it just comes upon him. Inside the car, he can start beating the woman. Inside, the children can be taking them to school. He start raining abuse. In fact, there was a time the lady ran and went and hid herself inside cupboard. You know, when you have friends around, your female friends, and there is conversation, and a man just walks in and starts washing down.
The man needs help.
Now, how does self-care comes to play? Because I'm looking at so many women now. How do they come out to that point of, no, this is me? Self-compassion, self-care. They start working on. How does it come to play when we're talking about past struggle, emotionally? But because I feel like it's somebody who understands her words now that will start saying, no, I can stand up for myself. So how do self-care and all of this, and how do that person even get to that point of, I need to now start taking care of myself?
Yes, you know, by nature, the way God created us, we are meant to adapt. We can adapt. But you know, the picture you painted is a very sorry picture. It's an abnormal situation. Really, the man needs help. If that really, he needs help. It's psychological. He needs a psychological assistance, if not deliverance, because you need to respect your partner. You need to respect your spouse, and you don't disrespect them in front of people, regardless it just shows that you're immature. In short, people stop looking at the person you are mistreating and they start looking at you, that this guy, you need help. It's an animal that will be doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
So back to your question, for that person to get to that level where he or she will understand, because it's both ways. There are some women that beat their husband. So,
Both ways.
so, both ways. So, but it's rare. It's rare. But for one to get to that level, I mean, because there's always a place where you get to a point of, I've had it. It is enough. There's a place you get to that, like they say that sometimes when you chase a goat, you know, the goat keep going and we keep you. It will get to that. The goat will turn back and say, what is it?
It's too much. I've tried that. I say no.
So people are like that too. So it gets to that place where the person says, no, this is getting too much. I need to call this man's attention. Maybe there's a spirit that comes upon him. Maybe he has a psychological problem. Let us begin to find solution to this thing, or else I can't stay here, because the law of life is greater than the law of marriage. You need to stay alive. Marriage doesn't mean that you should stay there and die when somebody is abusing you, somebody is maltreating you.
Kind of society we are.
But the society we are in
God,
today
they're
is,
not patient.
I don't know, you tend to understand that.
You see,
Caroline,
yeah.
the society we are in now, many are actually coming to the realization to know that when it's not favorable, when I am, losing the love, the respect, the trust, and nothing, to show for it, then I move. But the other side of the society, the primitive one, the primitive one, others are staying. I stayed during your father's time.
So you stay.
Why do you not patient?
There's nothing new under the sun.
Are you going to be the person now that you want to go and join the league
of single mothers?
And you also look at the religion, the stigmatization. No one wants to listen or hear you because you don't have a man by your side. Many have forgotten that it's not what you wanted, it's not what you planned for, but because you want your joy.
That is why you're there.
Your joy. You want your joy. And that's what I was telling somebody the moment they told a certain person, a patient, that you have social sickness. Maybe that sickness or disease, you discover this person has cancer, or the person has HIV, it has not turned to AIDS. The thinking, the thought, the fear, the trauma, everything will start working in, because your mind is not settled. Now, for your joy, you decide to let me stay on my leave. Whether the man is there or he's not there, but your church, your
society at large will come for you.
Your relative who believe that they are still in their home, and that doesn't mean that home
is perfect.
Yes. Like we talked about, being married, is it a way to solve your joy? I mean your
peace of mind.
Marriage is also one aspect of
your life.
Yes, one.
But how do we now handle this?
Yes. This is a very, very, very serious problem that we have in the society. Religion and the stigmatization of you being a single mother, being maybe a divorcee. I think we need to come to a place where we don't let what people say get to the inside of it. Because the truth be told, is your life. It's your life, and God will want you to be alive to fulfill your destiny, to fulfill the mission while you are here, instead of being dead. Now, yes, in as much as I'm against divorce, but when it comes to that area of violence and death threat, I think it is better you just move aside. You are better being alive than dying. Look at the people that have died. They have gone. The other person, the people that the popular musician that was I think the husband was the one that beat her, then she died. The man is his life is going on. The woman is gone and forgotten. Nobody even remembers her like those days.
remember.
Except maybe the songs they would just say
When we
at
sing that
times,
song,
and then
that's when we remember.
and before you know, she will just become forgotten. But if you see that life, maybe she'll be doing the ministry that God has sent her to do. So I think the society should get to a place where people should get to a place where they don't allow society to overpower what they personally have been called to do.
All right, okay, they've been called to do. We have been discussing understanding power struggle and emotional labor. You know, this is somehow it's a very emotional topic, because a lot of people are dying in silence. They don't want to talk. There's emotional blackmail everywhere. Some are going through psychological trauma. So it's one topic that when you have a deeper conversation about it and you go deep, you just understand that there is more to it. But that's all we can take today anyway on this topic. Yes, thank you very much to our guest for always, like I said earlier, and if he's not here, I know tomorrow he'll be on the other side watching us and giving us thumbs up. We appreciate it.
Yes. Oh, thank you, sir. I really enjoyed that time.
So what are you now trying to say?
So I enjoyed the very best part.
What are you now trying to say? I'll walk you, and I'll walk you all the way to Ogunda now.
See, I have counseled women who want to do greater things in the ministry, and because they are found to be single, their religion decides to put them aside. I don't want to know whether it's Christian or Muslim now. They decide to put them aside. They decide to stop them because they are not with a man. But with the children, they never wanted it. And I think it's high time we actually look back and see what it means that when this set of people want to work, when you see them, you don't stigmatize them. They don't deserve it. They deserve your law. This man deserves your law. The men out there with women out there who are single, who are still looking, who are still believing, they are looking up to you. On that note, I hope we've been able to bring some little uplifting word to you this morning. Like you heard, Joy, it's a very powerful topic, very sensitive, and it has a lot to offer you and I. My name is Remain Olori. I wish you the very best of today, and the week is going to be a favorable one for you and I. Perfect, established, and God will perfect all that concerns us. Many are hungry. God will give you food.
Amen.
If you have any need to give food to anyone around you, don't give money, give food. Food is better.
Yeah.
So they will not go and use it for drugs.
Yes.
Give them food, and God will bless you. Have a sleep.
All right, so somehow I was already getting emotional spirit filled. When you hear a minister, you understand that this is coming from the depths of her heart. Okay, tomorrow is Tuesday with a difference, and we will be discussing teaching children empathy and compassion. Now, it is somebody who has empathy and compassion that will understand this topic we had in future, and we are doing Catch Them Young. So that's our topic tomorrow. We will be talking about teaching empathy and compassion in kids. It's important we catch them young. Thank you for being a part of today's show this morning. We appreciate you. Our guest, we love you. We love you. We love you. My name still remains Princess Joy Ayo Albu. I'll see you tomorrow, myself and Olori. Have a great celebration. If you have ram anywhere, call me. I'm coming. I'll show.
Have a beautiful day.
Have a beautiful holiday.